Testing, testing. This is Inter's Racing League. Okay, I can hear myself, which is great. So welcome everyone. This is Inter's Racing League, and I'm Ducat. I'm all alone in the comms box tonight, so you've got to bear with me a little bit. My usual comms partner and Tier 3 teammate, Tetris, he's run out of batteries tonight on his Game Boy, so he won't be able to join us tonight. But it's okay. It's not the first time I've taken things into my own hands, and I'll be able to get this thing done on my own. So, as we do every Friday night, we're kicking off Inter's Racing League with Tier 4. This is round 9, and tonight we are under lights at the Jeddah circuit in Saudi Arabia. This is the second longest track in the calendar after Spa, and it's also my second least favourite track. You're going to hear me saying a lot tonight that I hate this track or I hate this corner, and I think there's a number of drivers out there that have the same sentiment. But there are some nutters out there who really love this track, so I don't know how they do it. Tonight we'll be doing 25 laps, and each lap's got 27 corners. So yes, that's right, 27 corners encased in concrete with very little runoff. There are 3 DRS detection points, 3 DRS zones, which will reward those that opt for a lower downforce setup. However, those with a higher downforce setup will have a better run into sectors 1's twisty sections. I suspect the mechanics will be throwing out more than wings. We'll be changing wings like crazy tonight. There are close corners and close walls, and I suspect a little brush on the wall will mean a wing change. So lots of carbon fibre and bodywork expected on the track. I've heard Bert Mylander has topped up his car to the brim because he's expecting to be fairly busy tonight. He might get more track time than some of the drivers. I'm going to say it now, I'm predicting at least 2 or 3 safety cars tonight. It is a very tricky track, not forgiving to drivers, and lots of blind corners. So anything that goes wrong, drivers can end up in the middle of the track and a safety car is going to come out. So let's buckle up, let's clench those cheeks. We'll find a driver to jump on board with for a flying lap. So I think Jeneth may have been the first one out there. Let's see what we can do. This is heading into turn 4 here. Don't expect me to call every corner because I'm not going to go through 27 corners. Very fast, right, left, right, another right, and then a left. This section of the track is bound to rack up the track limits, so drivers are going to be getting some penalties. So anyone that can keep it clean tonight is going to be rewarded if they can keep it on track and keep it clean. They're bound to make up a few positions. Already have a yellow. That's okay, we'll stick on with Jeneth. So heading down the first DRS, he opens up the DRS. There it is, open there. Heading down, there's a nice little left and right. Let's see if he makes it. He does. That's great. Heading into the second DRS point. He's opened up the windmill at the back there. It's staying to the left, shortening the track distance as much as he can. It's gone a little bit wide there. I usually take a little bit of a tighter turn there. Goes down, and he is in P1 at 130.879. It's not a bad time. I think I am going to call a low 129, even a 128, I think. So let's see how we go with the drivers. So Santa's set a 129.9, so there's the first one in the 129s. Let's see who else is out there on a fast lap. So Quiet Cakes, he's out on his... Doesn't seem to be on a fast lap, may have invalidated. So, okay, Cuz is about to go the last corner here. He's going to get a little bit of a toe and the DRS. Let's see what he can do. moves into P5, a 1:30.0. So some of the drivers have already set some times here. Trenner, I missed that one, 1:28.8, so that's a very fast time there. And I think that's probably going to be the benchmark for tonight, in the 1:28, so it's a very fast time. So let's see what the drivers can do. Who else is out on a fast lap here? Let's see what we can find. I think Wayne Morris is on a fast lap here. We might sit on with Wayne. And then we'll jump on with Quiet Cake as he starts his time. I see a couple of drivers there on the mediums. They're probably just sitting in the pits. Oh no, actually Rusty Cyborg's gone out of the mediums. I think he's just getting the feel of the track. We have a yellow. I think it's probably drivers letting them through, so it's not too much of a problem. Wayne's coming up with some traffic in front of him. He may be able to get a tow. I think he's got a little bit of tow there. Let's see what Wayne can get as he crosses the finish line, opens up the DRS, stays to the left. That's the shortest distance for the track. He's got a 1:29.3, not a bad time there from Wayne. He moves into P2. So let's jump on with Quiet Cake, see what he can do. He's heading into the twisty sections of the first sector. Nice and clean there. I would say a little bit cautious from Quiet Cake. He set a first sector purple, so he's definitely going fast. A little bit of traffic in front of him. He's got a Haas in front of him, but should be able to pass him down the DRS straight, I suspect. See if he takes this corner. This is notorious for cutting corners and validating. No, he's done that really well. Again, stays to the left of the track, opens up the DRS. Top speed of about 129. Stays to the left, very nice there. Opens up the DRS again. What can Quiet Cake do? 129.4, that's good enough for P3. Anyone else on a fast lap here? I think Wayne's trying again. No, he's going to pull it in the pits here. We can have a look at the pit entry here. It's a nice pit entry. It's a bit of a right-left, but drivers can attack it fairly fast. Sitting on with A-Dog. A-Dog is improving just slightly. I'm not sure if he's going to finish this lap or if he's going to go in the pits, but we might just sit on with him for the last corner here. Yeah, it looks like he's going to push through. Does improve slightly. Just over a 10th, moves into P7. Jenneth looks to be on a... No, I don't think he's on a fast lap. Might have finished that. Batman's finishing up his lap. Oh, no, he's in the pits. F1 original. Let's see what he can do. So whilst we're having a little bit of a lull here, we've got a few drivers out in the pits. Maybe I'll give a quick update on the points. So after 8 rounds, we have Santa leading the championship. He's leading the championship from Trenner. And he's only leading by 5 points. It's very close at the front there. Quiet Cake's in P3, followed by Cuds into P4. So they're Alpine drivers, both in P3 and P4. They finished P1 and P2 last week, so the Alpine dominance is still there. Bridges moved up a position into P5 in the McLaren, and Beefy is in P6 in the Ferrari. So very close there in the top 4 at least. It's really anyone's championship here in T4. It's a very exciting field. I don't know who my money's on tonight, but I think I would probably go for Trenner, especially after that qualifying lap. We can have a look there, and Ethimon in the Ferrari is set a 1:28.6, so that's pretty rapid. He moves into P1. Who else is on a fast lap? Let's have a look. Swiss Lord seems to have invalidated. Rusted Cyborg's out there on the fresh softs. Let's maybe have a look and see what he can do. Set a lap on the mediums in last position, which you would expect on the mediums. But let's see what he can do with these softs. It's going to need to improve by about 2.5 seconds to get anywhere near the top. As he goes through the first sector, he's only 0.14 seconds above his time, so that's not really going to be fast enough. Okay, we might sit on with Trenner. Trenner's about to set his lap, so we'll sit on with him. We'll go into cockpit view, heads down the straight, opens up the DRS into 8th gear. Stays to the right. I've seen a few different people take the first and second corner here. Let's see what he can do into 3rd gear, to 2nd. Cuts a bit of the corner, stays to the left. Up into 3rd, 4th, 5th. This turn 4 corner. Need to really cut that corner and avoid the wall. He's done it very well. Stays to the right, up into 6th. Does he go to 7th? No, stays into 6th. Keeps it nice and clean. Hugs the wall on the right. Stays to the left. Very nice there from Trenner. Up into 8th. He's only up by a fraction. You'll hear me say it, I absolutely hate this corner. I think it's turn 13 or 14. Worst corner on the track, or on the calendar, I would say. Trenner seems to be taking the turn very cleanly. Second DRS, it's the first DRS section. Down to 5th. Oof, very close there. Almost invalidates. He's got some traffic in front of him. It looks like his teammate, if I can pick that up. So he's getting a great tow from his teammate up ahead. Very well done by the Aston Martin boys. Let's see if Trenner can improve. Oh, no, he's not. So he's jumped into the pits. Oh, and Bang and Arch have got a penalty. 5-second grid penalty. I'm not sure what's happened there. They seem to have collided. It's not going to help Bang's chances for tonight's race. He's got a 15-second penalty to be applied for, I think it's round 6, if I'm not mistaken, or round 7, where he got a 15-second penalty in DNF, so that will roll over to this race as long as he finishes in, as long as he doesn't DNF, otherwise it will roll over again. So not great for Bang, unfortunately. I didn't see what happened, so I'm sure there'll be a steward's report if that wasn't if that was someone's fault and they parked the car in the middle of the track. Okay, who can we jump on with? Let's have a look. Let's see if Santa's on a lap. Santa's... Okay, so I hear he spun and re-entered the track unsafe and called Powers to DNF. I think that might be from a previous... Powers is still on the track. That might be from a previous race. You might sit on with Powers here. He's oh no, he's invalidated. Okay, I might sit on with a Swiss Lord Swiss. He's just started his lap. Oh, he's touched the wall, and that's not going to help his time. He's invalidated, so It's only 3 minutes left. I'm not sure if he'll be able to come in and get a new fresh set of tyres, so might jump on with someone else. We've got a number of drivers in the pits. I think they'll be waiting a couple of minutes. They'll be waiting for about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to jump out and set their final lap. We'll sit on with Jennifer for the moment. He's coming into the third sector now. Just about to open his DRS. Hasn't said any purple sectors from what I can see, but let's see if he can improve. I think it's telling me... Oh, that's fine. No, he's pitted as well. It hasn't improved. A lot of drivers are backing out. A lot of drivers with invalidated laps. As I said, I think it's really going to come into play during the race. Drivers that keep it clean will be rewarded. F1 Original has retired. Not sure if that was in the pits or not. So I think Ethimon is the lead car to set his lap. He's on an out lap at the moment. Let me have a quick look at Bang. Actually, I think Bang will be the first one to set his time. Followed by... have a look. We'll sit on with Bang, I think. I think Bang's the lead car here. See what he can do in the first sector and see if he can improve. We've got a yellow flag. I think there's some drivers letting through. Yes, Karama Traffic Paradise. We have, I think, all cars out on the track, bar 2. So, yeah, I suspect the stewards are going to be busy in Ortiz this weekend. I've told the stewards to stock up on Red Bull and Powerade and whatever else they need, caffeine. I think the stewards' rooms are going to be fairly busy leading into the week with a lot of reports. So Bang has invalidated. I'm not sure if he can get around to set up a new lap. He maybe just. He's not burning, so I think he's going to try to do that. I might jump on with Bang a little bit later. So who's... Just trying to see who's in the... who's setting a lap. Because Don Moore is about to start his lap. Might just jump off Don Moore just quickly just to see where some of the other drivers are. Yeah, okay, we'll sit on with Ethimon. Ethimon started his lap. See if he can improve after the first sector here. Oh, and he's lost it. And he's got some traffic behind him. Oh, very nice. He's gone out of the way. Spun it around. He's got a Alpine coming up behind him. I think the Alpine passed it well. Okay, right, sit on with Quiet Cake. See what Quiet Cake can do. He's up 2.5 tenths. Oh, that's really well, 2.5 tenths in the first sector there. And he's looks like he's backed out. Let's see what Trenner can do. He is down 1.5 tenths. So let's see if he can improve. He's going to really want a really fast last sector here. He's got some traffic in front of him as well. Does Trenner improve at all? He does, but he retains P2. Cake is going to be P3 unless anyone else can improve. I think Santa's the only one. Santa's up by a hair. Let's see if he can improve down this straight here. He does. He moves up into P4. A-Dog has backed out of his lap, so I think that is that's the positions. So we have Ethimon in P1, Trenner in P2, Ethimon with a 28.6 and Trenner with a 28.7, the only two drivers with a 128, followed by Quiet Cake, Santa and Cuds. Wayne Morris, very good lap from Wayne there into P6. Arch in the McLaren, the only McLaren for tonight, in P7. Bosey in P8. A-Dog P9. Parzival in P10. Bang in P11, but as I mentioned before, I think he's got a 5-second grid penalty there, so he'll drop down. We'll finish that off as the screen refreshes. All right, as I mentioned, so Arch has also got a 5-position grid penalty there. Let's jump down. So in P12 we have Paddy, Jenneth in P13, F1 Original in 14, Powers in 15, Domore in 16, Rusted Cyborg 17, Swiss Lord in 18, and Batman in 19. So it's going to be a very exciting race. Let me just grab the race director just in case. All right. So weather looks clear here in Saudi Arabia tonight. It is not completely dark as yet. The sky's a light tinge of blue, no clouds. Be interesting to see what the drivers decide to start on. The strategy in this game is really just either meds hards or hard meds, really. Soft tyres really don't last. I'm not sure if anyone will take that risk. I was having a play last night, practice with the AlphaTauri boys, and the hards felt really good actually, so could probably get the hards to around 15 laps, maybe even longer than that. Meds will probably go that 10 to 12 laps. Softs really only good for about 4 to 5 laps, I would imagine. I wouldn't really want to push it any more than that. So as the drivers set up their strategies, set their fuel loads, about to jump on the formation lap, and I'll give you an idea of Karama's hard soft. Yeah, look, it's possible, especially with what I suspect to be a number of safety cars. So if you're stuck behind the safety cars for a number of laps, those tyres are going to last longer. So could do. And having said that, we've got Arch on softs. He's the only one at the moment on softs. The top 5 are on meds. Wayne Morris has decided to start on hards. So I think that's not a bad choice there in the middle of the pack. Followed by 3 more meds, then Bang at P10, starting on hards, and Paddy on hards as well. So I might have been mistaken there. I don't know if Bang actually got that penalty or not. Need to go back and check. But Jenneth, F1 Original, Powers, Domore on meds, followed by Rusted Cyborg on hards, Batman on hards, Swiss Lord on meds. So it's a bit of a mixed pack there with the tyre strategy. I would ask my fellow commentator what they think, but I'm alone tonight, like I said before. So I am talking to myself, doing this solo. So if you don't like my voice, tough. Okay, as the drivers make their way to the grid, got a bit of a gap there between the Haas and the Mercedes of F1 Original, but they're starting to group up now, starting to get to their positions. Etimon's doing a couple of burnouts before he hits his grid box. Let's see if he can make it. Looks like he has. Treno has as well. Clyde Cake. Oh, yep. No one's disqualifying, which is great. So front runners have all hit their grid position. I think I'm going to jump on with. I might jump on with Santa. Sorry, bros, if I don't mean to jinx, but let's see how we go. Turn 1 is notoriously difficult. He has got the inside, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But I also think turn 4 is the hardest. The lights are out. We have a little bit of a delay, and we're off. Kwaike's got a great start here. He's gone to the inside. Santa's gone to the outside. Oh, I think there was a little bit of contact there. I think Santa's let him through, which is smart. Might jump down the back of the pack. Oh, there's a yellow already. I see F1 Original has possibly spun, and I think maybe Rusted Cyborg as well. I'm seeing Bosie also spinning around. Oh, don't do. Oh, that's impossible there. Bosie has come out on track, and he's brought out the safety car. That was not really smart on the inside. I think he should have just held his ground. And, you know, where are we? Turn 7. I think we've got the first safety car. So not even a half a lap, not even a third of a lap, and we've got a safety car. And we have 2 cars that are out. So I think Batman, unfortunately, got caught up in that, and he is also DNF. So 2 cars DNF'd in less than half a lap. So I might need to change my bets and raise the safety car up to maybe 4 or 5 times tonight. But anyway, let's see what the drivers do. I don't suspect anyone will come in for a change of tyres this early on. Let's see what the drivers do. Oh, we have, looks like Arch is coming in to get rid of those softs. Let's see if he changes his wing at all, if he's got any damage. I just suspect he's wanting to get rid of those softs. He'll probably put on a set of hards and hopefully ride them to the end. I don't know if they're going to last that long. F1 Original has also come in the pits, followed, but he got caught speeding, so he's got a 5-second grid penalty. 5-second speeding penalty. He's changing his wing, changing the tyres to the hards. He might be smart to try to serve that 5-second penalty whilst the safety car's out, come back in, put another set of meds on, and serve it, and then catch up to the back of the pack. So, Bert Mylander, he's out and about. He's in the Mercedes there, Mercedes safety car. I think we're going to see the rear end of Bert Mylander a fair bit tonight. The group has grouped up mostly. I think we're just waiting for F1 Original, but I think this game must give 2 laps under the safety car, so I don't think the safety car will be in this time. He'll go around again. Like I said earlier, Saudi Arabia is the second longest track behind Spa, so it's a long one. So safety car is going to get his money's worth tonight. So let's look at position changes. It's not really a lot of change there at the front. Trenor's made up a position and Ethimon's dropped one. So it looks like P1 and P2 have swapped positions. 3, 4, 5, 6 have stayed in the same position. Parsifal's up 2. A-Dog's in the same position. Powers and Domwar and Swisslord, they're moved up 5 positions, so they've done well. Paddy seems to be, I was going to say Paddy, Arch and F1 Original seem to be the biggest losers there with 3 or 4 position losses. And like I said, we've got Batman who's DNF'd. Unfortunately got tangled up with Bosie, I think, in the middle of the track. Bosie, I think, tried to recover his car and got caught up with Batman, and unfortunately both DNF'd. Alright, I'm just going to invite someone else. I don't know his user ID. Broseph? Let me look it up. Okay. I'm going to give... I think I'm going to have a teammate in my comms box. So let's see... just got to get his user ID. Safety car is in. Let's see if I can get Medi in here. Going to jump on with Trenor. We can have a look, just make sure he's keeping to that pace. Don't want him to start and stop. And he's off. Okay, everyone, we're just going to just have a look here on the turn 1 and turn 4, and then I will jump out for 1 second and I'll invite Medi to the Sky Race Control. All right, let's do that now. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Medi, good evening. How are you? Thanks for joining.
I'm well, my friend. How about yourself?
Doing good. It's getting a bit lonely in here. Thanks for joining me tonight.
No, it's good to be here. On debut for the comms box, which is nice, and I've tuned into the stream about a lap or so ago, and it's already been pretty eventful.
Yeah, look, I honestly, we've only got two cars at DNF. I would have expected a few more, to tell you the truth, but they've kept it pretty clean so far. If you just letting you know, Medi, if you want to jump on something, you see something, just let me know. Let me know the driver, and I'll jump on and we'll have a look.
Absolutely.
So currently sitting on with A-Dog at the moment. He's just behind Paddy, and there's a few cars there. There's a bit of a train there happening.
Let me just get all of my settings up here. It is a brutal circuit, so as you say, I'm surprised there's only 2 that have DNF'd, especially with the last few league races I've seen around here. It's usually carnage right from the start.
Yeah, well, we had a safety car. I think it was lap 1, turn 5 or turn 6, something like that. So I wasn't surprised with that one. I've been saying Bert Mylander's going to get his money's worth tonight. So A-Dog's, yeah. So A-Dog's setting up the move here. He's going to try the pass. Unfortunately, no DRS at the moment because haven't had 2 laps under the safety car as yet.
A-Dog does have plenty of ERS as well.
Still
pushing 90%.
Yeah, he's reserving it. Paddy's got about 55. He's burning. So I think A-Dog's going to sit there and just wait for the DRS to come along, and he'll probably get the move done fairly easily.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here. You've got Powers in front, also in the Red Bull though, so you could assume that the Red Bull's trying to hold him up to probably allow for the move.
We have a car around. We have, I think, F1 Original who's
oh no!
Gone wide. And we have an event here. We've got a couple of cars on the track. Ferrari and an Alfa Romeo, I think. So there's another safety car. Is it a full safety car? It is.
What has happened there?
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but I would imagine, someone's just gone wide and spun, and someone's run into the back of them. So looks like both Ethimon and Parzival. Ethimon was in the lead, if I'm not mistaken. So something's gone really bad there for Ethimon, unfortunately.
I feel for Ethimon. Every time I watch a race that he's involved in, I usually see some form of DNF, and I'm hoping it's not me.
Yeah, he's an unlucky one, isn't he? He's fast, but just hasn't been able to convert it to points.
I think since I started league racing, a couple of seasons ago, Ethimon has been more consistent than what I remember back at the start. So it's still good to see him, out there and doing more races. And who knows, he'll be a champion at some stage, I'm sure.
All right, so it looks like the front runners are coming in. Trenner's coming in for a new set of tyres. Imagine he put on the hards and hopefully ride them to the end. Cuds has stayed out. Wayne Morris has stayed out on the hards. Quiet Cake has decided to pit. Sanders decided to pit. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. They've got a number of drivers coming in. Looks like the Red Bulls are potentially going to double stack here. It's not going to be too much of a pain, but...
Yeah, almost... Powers, was he on the mediums? Did he start on the mediums?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
That's a big call going to mediums at this stage, I think. That's definitely...
So he's gone mediums to mediums, you're saying?
Oh, I'm not sure. I thought I saw yellow there when he first came in. So if that is the case, he's obviously going to pit again. But I think either way, he's going to be pitting again.
Yeah, he's betting for another safety car, isn't he? Which is not a bad bet. Yep. So Cuds has decided to stay out on the mediums. Again, I think he's probably betting for another safety car. He could probably ride those tyres for another probably 5 laps or so. And at this stage, we've had 2 safety cars in 7 laps, so averages are on his side.
Well, with the safety car restart and bunching the field, it'll be interesting to see what happens here at the start. You think Cuds will get away being on the mediums, though, but Trenner's going to be pretty hot on the tail of that field there in hards.
Yes, he's got brand new hards, but he's got 6 drivers in front of him with older hards. So I'd imagine Cuds can get a clean start and build a little bit of a gap, warm up his tyres because the hards take a little bit longer to warm up. Just needs to build a second gap over 2 laps and get out of that DRS zone.
So it's a good day to be an Aston.
Yeah, the Astons are doing quite well, aren't they? They're P4 and P6. Nice to see Paddy up there in P4. He's had a bit of a couple of unlucky races as well.
Paddy's been battling on track and off track, I believe. From the Aston garage, he gets sort of unknown power outages or internet cuts in his presence. So he's battling on and off track, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah, he needs to get a push bike, I think, and start generating power on a push bike while he's got a controller in hand. Yeah.
Swiss Lord has just picked up a 5-second penalty in the pits as well.
Oh, that
is
unfortunate.
Not good to see.
Yep. That's all right. He might be able to get that taken off. Like I said, there'll probably be a few more safety cars. So Dono has said last time a commentator said something about Aston. They did doing well. They crashed and DNF'd. So let's see. Let's see how we go there, Mitty. Let's see if you give them the curse.
I guess from that front, I should probably start talking about the McLarens. And let's just give Mercy what he really wants.
Yeah. Don't say anything about the AlphaTauris though.
No, I won't. They're too far down for me to say anything at the moment, to be honest. So that's all right.
Fair enough.
No,
yeah,
I wouldn't rule out Santa.
Yeah, I think Tier 4 at the moment, if anyone's going to get the voodoo doll out or, witchcraft, I think it's the Alpines. The Alpines have been really strong this season, leading the championship, Cuds and Cake, very consistent with podiums. And like I said, they're way in front when it comes to the constructors, so they don't need any help.
Not at all. I was doing some laps with Cuds the other night, just in socials, and he was practicing no traction and quite consistent. He was stoked with it. So it's obviously there's a reason why he performs very well. He's always practicing, always getting the craft up.
Yeah, jumped on briefingly with him last night as well. He's a very clean driver. I respect him a lot. He's also a fellow steward. So, okay, so safety car is starting to pull away. Sitting on with Cuds at the moment just to make sure he maintains a speed, doesn't necessarily speed up or slow down.
I might sit somewhere back in the field here. Let's just see.
Yeah, let me know, see how that goes. Yep.
I'm currently on rusted, so I'll let you know what changes back here.
Not a problem. Just keeping it all the way to the start-finish line. He's off now. I think he's got a little bit of a run on Wayne.
Huge jump. Side
by side, Wayne and Arch into turn one. Oh, they're bumping. Side by side doesn't go very well. Oh, they're still touching. Pretty clean there.
Arch has done well to get around there. The Aston is flying here as well.
Paddy's Aston on the outside. Paddy, he's got in front of Wayne. Oh, and he's spun around. Paddy's, don't know what happened there. I saw it looked like he had a great...
Oh my God, we've lost an
Arch is gone as well. Oh, he's probably hit the wall there.
That's really unfortunate for our team.
Yeah, and there's who's that? That's Don Moore, also on the facing the wrong way. Look, it's I've said it before, I hate this track. And it's not only because I can't drive it, it's other people can't drive it, and I tend to get tangled up with everyone else as well. So it's just a horrible track.
Everything we expect and more, Jenna, as always. It's safety car field. It's a battlefield out there. It is brutal.
Yeah, it's horrible. Looks like Swiss Lord had to come in as well. He's changed for some soft. He's 30 seconds behind. He served that penalty. So just jumping on with Trenner at the moment. Rusted Cyborg looks to be giving him a bit of pressure, and Quiet Cake seems to be going around the outside of Rusted Cyborg. I might just jump on quickly with Rusted. They've got the... there's a bit of... it's very clean there. Side by side down into the pitch straight. Rusted Cyborg and Quiet Cake. Quiet Cake's got fresher tyres. Trying to get into the slipstream. Looks like Quiet Cake's got the move done into turn one. Rusted Cyborg's got the turn two. And
oh no.
Well, I think there was a little bit of contact there. Quiet Cake lost it a bit and touched Santa, but I think they're still going.
That was fantastic for Trainer. He's managed to pull away a little bit, just a second now, which is good for him. And he's gaining on at Wayne pretty quick as well now.
Yeah, looking at the front there as well, Cuds has pulled out a 4.5 second lead. So that's really working well for him. And Bang's into P2 as well. I think Bang's benefited from the carnage early on that safety car restart.
Absolutely. I think these hard runners, if they can hold out for another safety car again, this could be a dream for them, especially Bang and Wayne here on 9-lap olds. expecting a safety car probably in the second half of this race and mediums to bring him home.
Yeah, look, these hards, I did about 15 laps on them last night, and they were about 60%, so 20 laps is going to be pushing it, but could be done. Currently sitting on here with Trenner, there's a nice little battle here between P3, P4, P5, all separated by less than a second. No DRS at the moment. Again, safety car hasn't... DRS is enabled now, so I'll pick it up on the next detection point.
This is about to be interesting here for poor Bang, who's going to be just left like a sitting duck, and Wayne and Trenner both behind coming.
Yeah, Bang's been away for a couple of weeks. Bang has shown some speed, but honestly, I think Trenner's really fast. He's P2 in the championship at the moment. Had a couple of unlucky races, so he's definitely going to want to move up, get past these two runners in front of him, and try to catch up to Cuds.
I'm not superstitious, but I do not want to say much about Trenner in terms of performance. I'd like to keep his car on track, and that's all that matters to me here.
Not a problem. I'm going to jump down to F1 Original. F1 Original seems to be making a move on Rusted Cyborg. They're side by side. There's another nice little battle there happening. Lots of cars grouped up together. They're still going side by side.
They are really battling, and Powers is going to profit from this behind as well if there's any carnage.
Yeah, it's one of those tricky things, isn't it? Do you sit behind and just wait, or do you try to overtake? It's such a bad position. You've got 6 cars in front of you. It's very scary.
If you look at the field too, most of the top runners here have still sort of preserved their ERS, and then pretty much from 6th down, everyone has absolutely burnt it, up to almost Jenneth, who's the only one sort of with anything left.
Yeah, F1 Originals really pretty much got nothing. Powers behind him's got nothing, but he'll get DRS. Cyborg's got 20%. A-Dog's got 85%. So I think it's only a matter of time, unfortunately, for Powers. And I think, sorry, for F1 Original, and Powers has made the move. He's gone past. I think Cyborg will also get him here as well. But turn 4 is notorious. I really don't like this corner for overtaking. It causes problems. Yeah, I think
it is. Yes, it is quite a tough one for traction, especially coming around that left bend.
Yeah, I think Cyborg thought the better of it and said, "I'll just get him on the straight," which is a smart thing to do.
Even looks slippery watching it from a spectator camera.
Sorry.
Even looks slippery watching from the spectator camera. It's a tough track there.
Oh, look, there's not a lot of traction. It's hard on the tyres, and we've seen already a number of cars have spun around. It really catches up on you, right? And like I said, then you've got nowhere to go. You're stuck in the middle of the track. Really, really bad if you spin. So jumping on with Quiet Cake at the moment. Quiet Cake's making a move on Santa here. Santa, not sure if Santa's going to get the DRS here. No, Quiet Cake got the DRS.
Oh, they both
got DRS.
Santa is jumping a little bit left and right here, which is going to make it tricky for Quiet Cake, though.
Oh, it looks like Santa's made the move there on the last corner, but they both have DRS again.
Santa has much more ERS, though, so he's going to burn away down the straight.
Yeah, Cake is going to try the move. He's made the move. Ooh. It's nice. Santa's, I think, just thinking the better of it, keeping it clean. Both these guys are fighting for the championship. Santa's currently in the lead. And Cake, he's I'm sure he's kicking himself. He wants to be further up the positions at the moment.
Cake definitely has the pace to be further up. It's just consistency and staying out of trouble, which you only get better over the season at that.
Yeah, he's had a couple of penalties. I know he's not happy with some of them. I'm a steward. I'm not a steward in that tier. I think some of them are right. Some of them may not have been right, but that's what the appeals systems are for, and just got to respect the decision.
The reality is, not every driver is going to agree, and not every steward is going to agree, but a decision has to be made. And
that's it.
Look, it's controversial last weekend, that's for sure. Poor Quiet Cake. Trent has gained over 2 seconds on Cuds here, just quietly.
Yeah, jumping on, might jump on quickly with Trinidad. There's a yellow. It's a Ferrari. I think it's Rusted Cyborg. He's...
Paddy's around again with him as well.
Paddy's around too, yep. So I think both of those drivers may have come together there. And now there's a big gap between P9 and P10, and then P12 there's another big gap as well. So Cuds has decided to pitch. He's in the pits. He's dropped down to P9 at the moment, put on the hards. He probably retain that P9 position. Just having a look here. It's a horrible pit exit here. Comes into pit turn.
Cyborg's come around that corner. Oh, he's clean.
Yep, he's made it. Yep. He's on fresh hards. They'll take a few corners to warm up, but I suspect Cuds will keep that position.
How many laps did you say you were practicing on hards yesterday? You said about 20 laps, you reckon?
No, I did about 15 laps, and they got to about 60%. So
right.
20 laps might be pushing it. Again, there's been a few safety cars. Probably stretch it a little bit longer, but 20 laps I think is going to be tough. Yep.
So Cuds might be in a good position here depending on the pace of these tyres in front of him. Because the field's not so split, he's not too far back. Yeah, agreed. A safety car might hurt him because those drivers in front will probably pit and put on a set of mediums and they'll be faster. So I think Cuds is going to be praying for no safety cars, and he'll try to close that gap. We have got a bit of action up here. Quiet Cake is on the back of Bang as well.
Yeah, it looks like he's pulled that gap between Santa and he's lining up for Bang. Bang's got 13 lap-old tyres, so you would expect Quiet Cake to make this move.
Quiet Cake has been burning this area all race, though. Do you think it's wise he maybe start storing some, so you at least have a chance at trying to, I suppose, climb this field?
Well, he's climbing it now, right? So he's burning and he's climbing. So, I think if he's got to move on and he's got a bit of ERS and it's going to help him, why not? The ERS isn't too bad to regain on this track. So a few laps you do get a bit back. It's not as bad as some other tracks. But yeah, look, it's fairly close there at the front, so might be wise to start saving some of it.
Absolutely. I think with Treno, he's obviously very clearly storing it there. He's up to 70% now. He's having just a nice old jaw ride up there.
Yeah, he just needs to keep it clean. He's on 8-lap-old hards. Again, he might be able to push it to the end, or he's probably hoping for a late safety car. I think the action at the moment is again here between P3, 4 and 5. We've got another yellow. It looks like, I think it's a Donmore.
Donmore.
Yeah, so he's back on track. Doesn't look like there's any damage, so he'll live to fight another day. Back again with Quiet Cake. Quiet Cake's closed that gap down to, it was just under 2/10. He's got the DRS, but so does Bang. So there's a bit of a DRS train coming up here now. Oh, he's getting close. He's got no ERS left.
He thought about the dive. Quiet Cake has been diving that first corner every lap at the moment, so
yeah,
he's obviously got a spot he likes to overtake.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get Bang to make a mistake. I think Bang's got 21% ERS. Again, Bang's a pretty fast and good driver. If you keep it clean, he can defend Cake.
Absolutely, but you got to remember Santa's just behind now. So Santa's only 3/10 himself, and he's got a lot of battery. So I'm unsure if he's just sitting watching, or if he's actually going to look to make a move.
Yeah, I think Santa's is probably just sitting there, just hoping that Cake will make the move, and then he'll get it done as well. Maybe they'll tangle up, and he'll reap the rewards. He'll eat up the crumbs of the cake.
All right, Bang is saying that even with the battling, Bang is still gaining on Wayne here though. So Wayne's might be struggling on the 15-lap olds.
Yeah, look, Bang's. Oh, look at Cake. Cake's hit the wall, I think, as well. Not sure if he got any damage there. He tried to go on the inside, but there was no room. I don't think Bang cut him off or anything, but just going to jump on Cake for a second just to see. It doesn't look like he's got any damage, so he's got away with that.
All the side plates still look intact.
Oh, it looks like he's got the move done on turn 1. Oh, there's some side by side. He's got the outside. I think Cake might be able to get this done. He's done it. Yep, great job there.
Now, what did this leave for Bang now? Bang's on 6-lap older tyres and Santa behind. He's just done a lot of defending and he's going to have to do it all over again.
Yes, jumping on with Santa now, see what he can do. Just going to bring up the penalties just really quickly. I know it's early, but so Bang has a 3-second penalty. Powell's got a 3-second. F1's got a 5-second. Rusted with 3 and Dommel with 3. And frankly, that's pretty clean from the T4 boys. I honestly would have expected a lot more penalties. There's so many locations where they can cut the corner and rack up those penalties. So they've kept it pretty clean. It's well done, boys.
Especially down from corners 5 to 7. That sort of Longwood chicane. That is a killer for it. I'd imagine there's a fair bit of warnings. There usually is, but obviously everyone's being a bit safe now.
Yeah. Yeah, it might come and creep in towards the last few laps.
When the nitty-gritty starts.
Yeah, so Santa and Bang both have the same amount of ERS, about 40% here. Bang's only got 9 and Santa's got about 40. So let's see if Bang can make the move done. It's a little bit too far behind, I think.
Santa's actually not burning any ERS down here though. He's just using DRS.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for Bang to hopefully fall out of that DRS zone. I think it was just within on that straight. So Bang can stay within, if Santa can stay within the DRS zone and Bang falls out just a touch, Santa might just get that move done. So just also having a look at. There you go. There's another penalty for Bang. That'll bring him up to 6 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So so that will affect Bang. And like I said before, Bang's got a 15-second penalty unapplied from a previous steward decision. So that's going to move him down. Yeah.
All right. So quite a nice spread across drivers now. No one's really behind anyone on the side from Santa.
Yeah, Santa's that's where the action is on track at the moment. He's half a second behind. Bang's clearly outside of that DRS zone. 17-lap old tyres are really starting to fall apart, I think. And I think Santa will make this move nice and easy on the outside here. Yep. Yeah, that was easy.
Cake. He's actually going to be in DRS of Wayne coming down the straight here as well.
We have Cuds who's out. Cuds and Powers.
No.
I'm not sure what happened there. I think there's another safety car. Powers is trying to get his car around, and there's Paul Cuds on the left-hand side who's hit the wall and DNF'd. I don't know what happened there, but unfortunate for Cuds. I was just going to say he wasn't really making the positions up with those new tyres, but so we've got a number of drivers in the pits at the moment. We've got Bang on softs, A-Dog on softs. Wayne Morris has come in for a set of mediums. The 3 front runners have decided to stay out on the 12-lap old hards. I think that's... what do you think, Mehdi? What would you have done? That's a tough call there.
I think Trent would have been a bit unlucky. I think he's probably too late to make the call anyway. But I don't know. I probably would have stayed out. I think the pace of the front 3 is probably good enough to be out, especially with Wayne sort of sitting behind Bang and the rest of the field might be good for them.
Yeah, I think if this is how it's going to be, Wayne's going to get pressure from Bang, so Wayne might be, his eyes might be more in his rearview mirror than in front of him. That might help the front 3 runners.
I think Trent might be, being obviously so far ahead, he might be okay, but Quiet Cake will be quick behind him, so he'll still have to defend now on the restart, but it'd be I just think Bang will be the one to watch here. On the fresh softs is going to be lightning.
I know I should have invited some of the other DNF drivers to the comm box, but if Cuds, if you can hear this, you want to join the comms box and let us know what happened, feel free to do so. Oh no, Trenner's coming in.
Oh, Trenner is coming in. I don't mind the call.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for the softs.
Oh,
I think
no.
he'll probably come out in P4.
Cake has faked the pit as well, and then Santa almost followed and also aborted.
Yeah, hey Cuds, sorry mate, what happened there? We didn't see what happened, but we just saw your car parked in the corner, big tire marks straight into the wall. So yeah,
very, very disappointing. I was coming around that little chicane at the last split second. The yellow flag came up, and I
think it was Powers, possibly.
Red was smack bang in the middle, and I had absolutely nowhere to go. Just went
yes, unfortunate. So he must have spun in front of you, and then he had nowhere to go.
The yellow flag came out way too late for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the beauty of this track. You know, you could do everything right. Someone in front of you spins, and you've got nowhere to go. So we were looking at your strategy there. I think you were in a really good position with those new hards. So
I made up one position, and I was catching whoever was in front of me. I was catching him pretty quickly, so I was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, because we just saw. We just saw Santa overtake Bang. Bang had, I think, 18 lap old hard, so they were going to fall apart. So yeah, you would have made up a few positions for sure, but fairly unlucky there, mate.
Oh well, it's one of your favourite tracks, and that's exactly the reason why, I'm sure.
Yeah, second least favourite track behind
exactly
Baku.
Right.
Yeah,
there
hate
is
this track.
Absolutely no questions why you hate this track. So do I.
Yeah, so your teammates teammates in P1, you think you could bring it home?
Well, he's got a lot of pace, hasn't he? So, I don't know. I'm not watching at the moment, but how's
the safety car's in? I think it's a very late safety car. So sorry, Cuds, we might just.
You're right. Go for it, mate. Right, take care.
Sorry. Thanks a lot, mate. Good luck next time.
That was a quick safety car.
Very late safety car. Yeah, very late safety car call. I thought he was going to go around again. So Cake has got the lead there, and he's got a little bit of a jump on Santa.
You expect Treno to be loving this position on the fresh mediums behind these hard runners, but do you question the change of mediums instead of the softs?
Maybe he didn't have a set of fresh softs, so I don't mind the call. The mediums are great tyres. It's going to be faster than 14 lap old hards, so just needs to bide his time here, make the clean move on Santa. I think he'll get it done. The question is whether he can make up those two positions.
There's plenty of racing time left. I think just be patient. I think you'll get both of them just purely on natural pace alone.
Yeah, he's made a nice move there on Santa. Very nice side by side. I was clenching, but they didn't make contact, so it was really good there.
Russell Sidewall picks up another 3-second penalty.
I'm just going to jump on Bang really quickly. So Bang's trying to make a move as well, side by side when Wayne. Oh, they made contact. And Wayne's hit the wall and spun around. So yeah, I could see that coming. Paddy's also retired, I suspect. And Powers is smacked into the side of Paddy. I don't know how he's still surviving, Powers.
Yeah,
he's still moving.
Did he just get airborne?
I don't know, but that was the fastest T-bone I've ever seen, and he's still going. He's still got 4 tyres on the car. Yeah,
that's
another safety car.
Yeah, there's got to be internal damage there for poor Powers.
Yeah, that's amazing. So we've only got 11 cars left. So this looks about right in terms of Saudi. This looks about right. How many safety cars we had? This is the 5th one or something? I don't know.
Yeah. It almost feels like we wanted this to happen, but that's really not the case.
Yeah, definitely not. Wayne, what happened, mate?
Man, Bang touching me all the way down the straight. What are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I saw that. He squeezed you into the. I think he squeezed you into the wall there. Not sure if he didn't know you were there or he had faster tyres, definitely. But there's no room.
No room for overtaking there. You would have had me on the straight and going into turn 1 easily. Patience, guys, patience. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, guys.
Not a problem, Wayne. Better luck next time.
Cheers.
Short and sweet there. You can probably sense a bit of frustration for Paul Wayno there.
Yeah, I think we captured that on the stream. Like I said, I don't want to make a judgment, but I think it was, there wasn't enough room there. It was a bit side by side, and soft tyres. Really just need to bide your time. You're going to make the move done. So, yeah.
Well, this is you feel bad for Cake and Santa here, obviously, with the late safety car, especially on the hards now. They've almost been sort of double gypped.
Yeah, look, they're not going to be able to come in and swap now. They'll drop too far down, so they're just going to have to, really do their best to maintain that position. Quiet Cake, he's going to want the start of his life. Trenor's going to want to keep close and get that move done. 2-lap old versus 15-lap old hards. Your money's going to be on Trenor, I assume.
If you were a betting man, you'd be safe. But again, I do not want to curse the green car.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Look, fair enough.
I have had news out of the Aston Martin camp. Apparently, Paddy's DNF was a result of bang as well.
Could have been caught up in that incident. Fair enough. To tell you the truth. So yeah. Caused a few DNFs there. So Bang's there in P4 with 4-lap old softs, but he's got a penalty under his belt there and might be getting a few more. Let's have a look at what his penalty. 6-second penalty. A-Dog's also on softs. He's got no penalties. 4-lap old softs. So if he can get past Bang, A-Dog's possibly up for a podium as well. So. Yeah.
He's in a very good position, but we're only going to get 2 laps of racing here, so I think it's going to be either aggressive or you can't really be patient now, unfortunately.
No, it's all or nothing, isn't it? But this is where patience goes out the window. Drivers want to maintain their positions, and a lot of the incidents happen on the last few laps after the last safety car. So, let's see. It's going to be a nail biter.
I think these 2 hard runners are going to make a very interesting, because they're going to be a boat on track, but it's a thin track. It's not a lot of room for overtaking, especially when the cars are bunched up.
16-lap old hards. They're going to be about 65%, I would assume. You've got
how warm these tires are going to be at the start.
Yeah, you've got 3 different tyre compounds in the top 4, so it's going to be a really interesting restart here.
I think if you are Trenor, you're going to want to make the jump early. I'm assuming he's going to try and dive that first corner or even the opening straights if he gets the jump well enough.
If I was him, I would take it to the start-finish line. I would not go early, because Trenor's going to get the much better grip, probably get the better run on the straight as well. So I would leave it to the last second. There you go. Let's see what he does. Different ideas there. Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be interesting. I'll probably jump on Bang here to see what happens with the 2 soft runners.
Yeah, I'm going to jump on now with Quiet Cake for the moment, just to see how he maintains the speed. So he's slowed down a bit. Is he off? He's off. He's off early. He's done what you've said.
He's gone early.
Yep.
Trenor
jumping on with Trenor.
Has every chance here.
Trenor's going for the inside. He's not going for it.
A-Dog has fallen quite far behind Bang already. So I'm not sure he's missed the jump there or if something's happened, but he's fallen back.
Yeah, Bang's really close. Bang's right up the tails of Santa. Santa's really close to Trenor as well. Oh yeah, look, I'm sitting on with Trenor. Trenor's just making these corners look really easy. I think Cake's not as confident as Trenor is on those newer tyres. Don Moore's picked up a 3-second penalty, but he's at the back. So, yeah, you can see Trenor's taking a tighter line. He's much more confident with those tyres. I think by the end of this lap, those tyres will be warmed up right in the sweet spot. Bang's also trying against Santa as well. I think both of them might make this move done down this straight. There'll be no DRS, so there'll be no DRS at all, because there's only 2 laps of racing.
Tyres and ERS. A-Dog is right at the back of Bang now as well, so we've got a lot of change between these 2.
Yeah. think A-Dog might just make the move done on Bang. So that's helping Santa because he's not having to defend while the other two behind him are attacking. Let's see what Trenner can do down the straight. Trenner's got a little bit more ERS. They're both burning. Let's see if Trenner can make this move down into turn one. Thinks the better. Looks like he'll hold off. There's a last lap of this race here in Saudi Arabia. Trenner is right up the back of Quiet Cake.
It's going to be a difficult spot for Trenner now because he's got to get round a car on this track, and I dare say Quiet Cake's going to have elbows out. He's going to want the win.
Yeah, it looks like Trenner's got probably a high downforce setup. He's much cleaner on these corners. So, whether he can make the move done on the straight is a big question. That's a bit. Sorry, just having a look there, Trenner and Cake. I think Trenner was a little bit optimistic on that move. Cake has retained the position. He's retained the position. Santa is about half a second behind that, and Bang is about another half a second behind. So A-Dog is about to make a move on Bang. I really just want to sit on with. Trenner's really close. Let's start on with Trenner at the end of this. So this is the last straight. I think Trenner's touched the wall there.
Quiet Cake has no battery as well, and Trenner's still got 30%.
Trenner's got a little bit. It's got to be this last corner. It's going to be a run to the finish line. Trenner is on the outside. Trenner has made the move.
That's a great move around the outside. That is a great move from the green car.
I think that's
big
a great move.
With
what happened there with Santa
as well? So A-Dog has jumped all the way up to third.
Well, Santa picked up the 5-second penalty, so I'm not sure what happened there. So A-Dog has finished in P3. F1 original.
Over half the grid is finished.
Just over half the grid. Yeah,
that is a good statistic.
Not too bad, but when you have 8 DNFs, it's also not the greatest either. So hey, look, it's turned out to be pretty much as expected, Betty. Lots of safety cars, lots of DNFs, lots of incident reports, and you must be happy you got an Aston on P1.
Oh, look, I'm stoked. That is good to see. But just quietly, I'd always back Trenner in to win. I think he's definitely one of the front runners in this division. So I think it's it's not surprising at all.
Yeah, look, we've got some great drivers here in the front. So let me just go through the position changes here. We've got Trenner in P1, Quiet Cake P2, A-Dog in P3, and fastest lap, so he'll pick up an extra point. F1 Original, Swiss Lord, Powers, Santa, Bang, Domwar, Jeneth, Rusted Cyborg. And then the first of the DNFs, we've got Wayne Morris, Paddy, Cuds, Arch, Parzival, Ethimon, Batman, and Bozy. Driver of the day, Mehdi, who would you vote for driver of the day?
Well, I think the game has given it to Powers originally, but I think you'd be looking at somewhere between Swiss Lord and F1 Original, would you not? Based on 14th to 4th, especially in this sort of nitty-gritty track.
Yeah, look, I'm a little bit biased. I think I'm going to throw it over to Swiss Lord's way from 18th to 5th. I think it's a great result. No penalties. Had an early safety car. That's my vote. But
from 18th to 5th, it's definitely nothing to shy away from.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
agree with you based on that grid start.
You are? Yep. Okay. So
I would absolutely.
Great. Okay. So Trenner, Cake, and A-Dog, if you can hear us, please jump in the comms box. I cannot do anything here. I'm just going to do the race director just so we can see what's happening. I suspect this will play a part. So anyone wants
the race director would be an interesting look with a plentiful amount of warnings.
Yeah, there's a fair few here. I'm seeing lots of different warnings and severe collisions, and there's a lot of carnage happening. Like I said, the stewards will be busy, so they're going to need to stock up on the caffeine. So let me see if I can invite anyone. Let me just message the boys on the Discord. Alright, I assume they've already got an invite to the party. I'm just going to have a double check just to make sure they do.
Trent definitely does.
Trent does. He's been here before. He knows what what he's doing.
He knows the drill.
Yeah. And Cake is not usually one to join the comms box, but he's welcome to if he wants to have a chat.
I would almost like that just to get his thoughts on last week's race.
Well, we don't have enough bleeps, I think, to do that. So, all right. No one's joined. No one's here. No one wants to chat.
It's a bit disappointing. We can't speak to Trenny here. It would have been nice from a fellow teammate to the other.
There we go. All right, Mehdi, I might hand it over to you then. You can speak to your fellow teammate.
Oh, look, I was like to think I was up there, throwing the champagne with him. Trenner, how was that? How do you feel for the race?
Yeah, I felt like I was in pretty good control until I think the second last safety car, and then I just made the decision to go in and pit for the fresh mediums, which I thought was a genius decision until the other safety car came out with 3 laps to go, and I realised I wasn't going to get any DRS. So at that point, I was questioning it.
No, absolutely. What did you think when you first went to the hards? Were you happy with the decision then?
Yeah, I was fine. Like, I definitely could have got the hards to the end if there was no more safety cars. Pretty confident around the track. But yeah, I was pretty happy to see that second last one though, to get some new mediums, because it was much smoother sailing from there.
No, absolutely. And I think both Santa and was it Cake behind you baited the pit and then stayed out, which I thought was questionable, but would have been great for you to see that.
Yeah, as soon as they stayed out, and as soon as I saw that I was going to get ahead of that pack of Wayne and Bang, I was pretty happy with that decision until Paddy, my teammate, seemed to have DNF'd.
Yes, unfortunately, one of many.
Yeah.
Yeah, we when we saw you pitting, we were like, oh, it's the right thing to do, it's not the right thing to do. And then I think you came out in P3 or P4, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely the right thing to do. So it was a great call.
Yeah, I was just watching that delta between me and Wayne, and I saw it was about 25, and I figured that it would probably keep widening, given he would have had to have kept to a delta as well. So
exactly. Yeah.
Just took the punt, and it paid off, thankfully. But that battle at the end, those last 2 laps with Cake, that was epic from him, keeping him behind me on the on those old hards. That was impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty much last lap corner, and you made the move, so it was well done. Yeah, very well done.
What was your thoughts going into that last lap? Did you think you were actually going to get him?
Yeah, I figured I would. I knew he burnt a lot of IRS on the first lap. He was trying to defend me, so I just let him burn and then saved it for the last 2 straights.
Absolutely,
but then
it was coming close.
I did get a little impatient around that the long winding left, but luckily it was wheel to wheel, and I'd let him go back front, get same gap he had before kind of racing again. So it was almost a bad moment.
Good karma, if you will. You let him go and you got the return position, so we'll take that every day.
Yeah, absolutely. All in all, good race. Shame that Ethimon did you DNF early? I didn't see what actually happened.
Quite early, yes. I want to say, to be honest, I don't know the laps now. It was not long after I joined in, so it would have been probably lap 6 or 7.
Yeah, because he was behind me in the rear view, very, very close, and then all of a sudden was not to be seen, so I wasn't sure what happened there.
It seemed to be a few collisions, I think, and unfortunately with this track, a lot of the collisions led to further DNFs when they weren't actually involved. So we keep saying it, but it's brutal.
Yeah, there was one safety car restart. I think it was going through the S's after the restart, and I had to dive like dodged to the left and the right to avoid two different cars that DNF'd on that same restart. That was mental. I think every car behind me was just dodging left and right. It was that was chaos.
Well, look, this is good for the points tally for you as well. So, where did Santa drop to quite far down in the end? Did he not?
Santa dropped down, yeah. So I think he dropped down and got a penalty as well. So I think this would probably put you in the championship lead, Trenner. This P1 position moves around a fair bit in T4. It's really exciting. So yeah, well done.
Yeah, I think it's been a good battle Tier 4 this year. I think everyone's got their tracks they're really comfortable at, and it's just making it go up and down a fair bit. So hearing Santa went down the order towards the end there is very good news.
Yeah, good news for you, not for me. Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
That's great. It's great for the Astons. That is your third win of the season too, Trent. You are now currently the leading total of wins for this season in Tier 4.
No, it's good. As I said, I think the 3 tracks I won at, they're ones I feel comfortable at, and then all the other ones, have not been as good, and there's been drivers that have been way better at those tracks. Like Portugal, I thought I was a good chance and wasn't going to lose, but Quiet Cake yet again was too quick. But yeah, everyone's got their own tracks. So it'll be interesting to see where it ends up.
Absolutely.
I've tried to invite A-Dog and it won't let me, so I will call him out. I think he got P3 there. Very well done. It's another podium for him, so he's racked up 1/3 place at the moment, and I think that's great points for the Red Bull. Quiet Cake again in P2, so he'll have 2 wins, 2 P2s, and 2 P3s. So, and I think it might also move him up into P2, I think. So
yeah, he'd probably go P2.
Yep.
He was only a couple points behind me, so depending on how far Santa fell, then could be a Trenner and Cake top 2.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. But definitely very exciting. Still a long way to go. I definitely look forward to Tier 4. It's an exciting bunch of drivers. Unlucky for some drivers like Cuds who are DNFs, so I'm sure they'll come back stronger next week.
Yeah, it's just one of those tracks, unfortunately. One little mistake and it doesn't even have to be your mistake, and it's race over.
Yep. Great. Thanks, Trenner, for joining us in the comms box. Congratulations again.
Thanks, boys.
All right, Medi, thank you so much for joining me in the comms box. I wasn't talking to myself like an idiot all night. Hope you enjoyed your first time.
No, it was good. It's the first time is always memorable, especially with the Battle Cat.
Especially in Saudi Arabia here, it's definitely memorable. It wasn't a boring one.
No, I think we always anticipated something was going to happen, and the fact that actually the win came down to the last corner is almost more fitting for the track as well. So, overall, a very enjoyable race to watch, and obviously chat on.
So I'm trying to have a look at the damn calendar, and I cannot find it amongst all these channels. Do you know where we're racing next week?
It's at Australia next week.
Australia, another one of those tracks where it's a love or hate. I don't mind Australia myself. What are you, Medi?
It's actually, it's probably my favourite track on the calendar aside from Canada. I think it's usually where I excel, but unfortunately I won't be there for the next week. So it's, look, it's other important things in my life apparently.
What? There's more important things than Inters? Come on.
Funny enough, it is my Bucks party, so I can't miss it.
Oh, well, congratulations. So I think if you send out some invites, we'll all be there. So anyway, all right. So Medi, I shall bid you farewell. Thank you very much for joining us in the comms box. Thanks everyone for listening, and this is Ducat signing off. I'll join you again next week in Australia.
Cheers, Jew. Been fun.
Bye-bye.